Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing the defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to...
Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down there. Mark it up at 34.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Ki-Jana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The give to the fullback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, Like, they need to win today. Like, their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fullback's got it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On the move and looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Handoff to the fullback.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's long. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 22.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete on the right side. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, give on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Fair catch, called for and made. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Sticks it in his belly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Across the 25. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone and goal.
Man, that's a really nice job executing by this offense. Third down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a first and goal for this offense.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on first and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
On the option. He'll pitch it. At the 35, he's loose. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hauls it in. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that.
Touchdown, Indiana! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give to the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
To the ground with the back. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Let's go. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's caught. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Finds his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Rush is on him. Got it set up on the outside. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up. Bully ball on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
And we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun. Wants to pass. Right on the money. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Lots of room to run. He's at the touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense looked unstoppable in the 1st half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different in the 2nd half. They take their 1st drive of the 3rd quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Big House, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. The give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bringing the heat. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Here's the handoff. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Hoosiers are flying down the field. Let's go! Got it in the middle. It's Law. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Into the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
It's first down from the 11. Leaves it with the running back. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Fires left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They go to the ground. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And he got just enough of that one. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Hines is back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Offense facing 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.